black, you might not. But in order to make the basic design in the cane, you only need 2 strings of solid black. So we got those. Now I'm gonna probably will stop the camera, but I will be making 2 strings out of this solid red. Again, this red has been mixed from some scrap clay, but it's sort of halfway between a red and a fuchsia with a little bit of sort of pinky rose thrown in. So it makes a dark rose kind of a nice lipstick color. And if you were going to use clay straight out of the package, and you wanted to duplicate my color scheme, I would say use fuchsia, because I think the fuchsia would be a little brighter than this and it would probably look really good. But you can use any colors you want. Well, I finished making all my ropes, which I'm very happy for because my fingers are sore. So anyway, I have 6 purple, 6 green, 9 white, 2 red, 2 black. Now, if my counts are off, I'll let you know later because I'm not entirely sure how many I made the last time, but I'm pretty sure this is the right numbers. You'll see as we go along. What I'm going to do with these small triangles is make bigger triangles out of them. Now, I want one triangle that's all purple. So what I'm going to do is lay two ropes next to each other like that, with the points facing up and the flat side facing down, and press them together lightly so they'll stick together. Now I take a third one and I put it in with the point facing down in between the 2 points of the ones that are facing up. So now what I have, if you look at it from the cut end, is a trapezoid. Smooth that out nice. Okay. Now what we have here is a fourth one. We need 4 of each. To make a triangle, you need 4. So I put the 4th one on top of the trapezoid, and now I have a triangle. If I take this and I cut it like that, I don't know if you can see that or not, but what I have is a triangle that's got a kind of a nice pattern in it of purple and white because I used the Skinner blend. I'm going to do the same thing with the green ones now. Two on the bottom facing up, points up. One in the middle, point down. Makes a trapezoid. One on the top, point up, makes a triangle. So we got a green triangle, purple triangle. Now in the middle, here's what I want to do. I'm going to take 2 whites, points facing up, a black, point facing down, and another white with a point facing up. So this is going to be a multicolored one. Well, the other 2 are multicolored also, but only because we used a Skinner blend. Here we have a black and white triangular pattern within the one triangle. Okay. Now for our 4th triangle, we've got 2 of the white ropes next to each other, points up. 1 white rope on top, points down, point down, like this. And then 1 red. So this will be a triangle, a white triangle with a red tip. Cut the end off so you can see that better. There's our white triangle with a red tip. Now, what we have here is four triangular ropes that are bigger than the ones we had before. I'm going to lay purple and the green next to each other, points facing up. The black and white one with, you can see a black line through the middle of this where the two were on the bottom next to each other. This black line will go on the top with the point, the white point down in between the purple and green points. Now we have our trapezoid again, and I will take the red and white one. Let me push this down a little better. Okay. Red and white one goes on top. Red point facing up. And this is our basic building block of our quilt cane. That's what our quilt piece will look like, our larger triangular quilt piece. Okay, you can stop. I have just finished, we assembled our large quilt piece, and I had more pieces because I told you to make 6, 6, 2, 2, and 9. So what I did with the extra triangular strings was I cut them in half, and I made the same basic 4 components as we have in this piece, only these are only half as long. And I will assemble them the same way. A purple and a green on the bottom, a black and white on top of that with the black line down the middle. And there's my phone, but I'm going to ignore it. Here's the white triangle with a red top. Now, cut the end off so that you can see we have the same thing on both pieces. Because we're going to assemble this triangle, we need 3 of them to make a half of a hexagon. Hexagon is 6 sides, and so we got 2 triangles here, 3 triangles, excuse me. Okay, now we have 3 pieces. Okay, this is what we have right here. Now, I've taken 6 slices off one of my triangular sections, and I cured these slices so that I can play with these, use them as tiles, and play with them to decide how I want to put my cane together. I could take these tiles and put all of the red points in the middle, alternating green and purple on the edges, and it would look like, let's see, it would look like this. Now, these don't match perfectly in the middle because they're already cured, and if they were uncured, I could push them together, but these are not flexible anymore. Anyway, we could have this pattern, and I think that's real pretty, but maybe we could come up with something a little more interesting. Let's see, if I try turning them so that, let's see, we'll have the green on the outside every time, and the red moving around in a circle.